Hello, this is Debbie from Ink and Page Journals, and today I have a fun little project for you guys. This is the Thing of Beauty Folio, and it was one of those things where I sat down at the computer to make something completely different, and this is what popped out. But I feel like it was a happy accident. This is a flexible project, meaning that there are not a lot of rules on how you can put it together. You can do a lot of different things. So I'm going to kind of go through that with you here. Before I start, I would also like to mention that I printed on 110 pound cardstock for this project. I inked everything ahead of time with scorched timber, distress ink. Any color would really work on this particular folio because it's got a lot of browns and blacks, so anything black, vintage photo, they would all work. I'm going to start with the basic pieces for the foundation of the folio, and you can see how they go together, and then you could also see how you could mix it up if you prefer to do that. So we're going to start with the outside folder. Pretty simple here. I already pre-taped everything to hopefully keep things moving a little quickly. So here we're going to start with this and get this guy off of here. I double-sided everything in this particular project. I always double-side everything. It possibly a little bit extra, but I do like to be extra. I like to have all the options when I'm making something, so I just go ahead and double-side everything before I start. But really, what you need to double-side, I think, just for the overall look of the ephemera, is really just these cover pieces. This here is the insert that goes in here. So really, you could double-side that, or if you prefer, you can stamp on it. I did include a very neutral background paper as well, so if you wanted to, you could stamp on this. I chose to put this neutral paper on the inside of my folio, but you could choose any of the papers that are included. Some of them are busier than others, but if you prefer like a busier background and a simpler foreground, you could do that too. These are the ones that are included in the kit. And this one is great if you want to do your own stamping on the projects. All right. The inside of the little trifold, I have a couple of options for you. So we've got some lined pages to go in here. I would like to go there, there, and here. Or you could alternatively pull this guy out, and you can put this double pocket situation in here like this, which I like to have because I like to have something to hold my extra ephemera. So I'm going to start with this particular layout for mine, but you know, feel free to mix it up. These panels additionally, which we're going to actually put on the other side right now, but you could also put these inside and then put your lined pages on the other side if you prefer. Okay, the other thing is that I did is I taped only on 3 sides so that I could have a little hidden pocket right here, and I did the same thing on this side for this guy. All right, so let's get those on there. I like to think of this little project as my abandoned French castle folio in my head. I always like to have a little story when I'm designing my kits to kind of give it like a little cohesive theme. So there's like a little story already in the kit before you even get it, and then you guys can use the kits to tell your own story. This kit in particular has a couple of different motifs. There's dragons, there's roses, and there's butterflies, and you can use one or all of those, you know, depending on what you want to use this for. It's possible, you know, you could send it as a little happy mail. There's like lots of lined space for a note, if you would like to do that. And then, okay, so we could also add these two pockets in right here, and I'm going to do that with glue, so that I can preserve as much space in the pocket for the actual ephemera, because the tape is about 1/4 inch wide and it takes up too much space on these little guys. Okay, there we go with that one. And this guy. It helps if you ink these interior folds, because then you can use that to help you center your pockets on the panel there. Okay, so let's flip this over, and now we're going to go for this side. And I'm going to put these guys on here, and I also only taped 3 sides here in case I wanted to use this for a hidden pocket as well. Okay, there we go. Put these down. And the second guy. This one I left blank because I thought this would be a good one to either add some stamping to, or there's words included and some phrases included in the kit. So these, you know, that would be a good canvas for those types of items for this guy. I wanted to, you know, create something that could be customized a little bit by you, so that you could put it together in pretty much any way that you wanted to achieve whatever, you know, result that you wanted to get. This is the pretty much what I had in mind when I was making it, what you're gonna see here. Okay, so we have these, and we have these open sides here, and then the same deal here. These guys are both open in case you want to slip anything in there. All right, now let's move back to this is the cover for the folder for the little folio. He goes in here like this. I think that's looking pretty good there. Okay, so there is this butterfly here to go on here. And you can space this out pretty much however you want to space it out. I wanted to have it so that it didn't take up too much room, but it still made a little bit of a statement. And also, you know, you could layer other things underneath this if you want, or use this as a tuck spot as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy down. I went ahead and pre-scored and folded the butterfly just so that it would lay down on here nicely. And you can get that on there however you want. That's pretty good. Okay. All right, then we got this guy. He can go in the back here. Just for a little extra storage. I always like to have as much storage as I possibly can have on a little project like this. And we're trying to keep the interior bulk down as much as possible. It's hard for me because I love to stuff it full and make it very chunky. But I was trying to make something that you could slip into a journal, slip into an envelope, something that would be easy and portable and fast to make. There we go. There. Okay, and then if you like, you could always put your extra journaling card in here if you have it, or you can put whatever other extra ephemera that you have here. Okay, so now what you're looking at here is basic construction of the folio, and everything else is just decorating, which is really the fun part. So this is the basic deal here. And then we just have to decide what we want. Now for the front here, I did include part of the poem that inspired this kit, which is a Keats poem, which begins with "A thing of beauty is a joy forever," and I really feel like that is very much, it embodies a lot about, you know, how we craft and things that we craft and beautiful things that we create when we craft, and I'm particularly inspired by that that poem. It's just a beautiful poem. It literally could bring you to tears. It's from Endymion, which is the name of the actual poem. But the beginning of it is just, it's just stunning. So I took all the words and phrases from this kit from that poem as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my cover. I want to have my poem on the cover here. If you prefer, you could have any one of these other guys. There's lots of other pieces of ephemera. This one's large, so you'd have to cut it down to fit, but if you prefer your castle aesthetic here on the front, that would be beautiful as well. So I'm gonna look for a few extra bits to put on mine. I do have this guy. I'm wondering if I use him or if I prefer to use some lace or something else entirely, because the butterfly is very prevalent in this. That theme is prevalent in here as well. I'm gonna go with this guy though, and I'm gonna have to cut it. It looks like I never know what I'm gonna do until the moment is upon me. So like even when I'm creating these digitals on the computer, sometimes I completely come up with something different when I'm actually making the prototype. Actually, my prototype looks completely different from this as well. So it's like every time it comes out a little bit different, which I think is nice about these kits. You can always reuse them and make something completely different. So go with that. I think I'm going to use wet glue for this guy. It's easier to use the glue stick on videos just because it's faster, but I do prefer the glue for the longevity of my project. So I have that going there. And I'm wondering about perhaps one of these guys for down here as well. don't be afraid to cut up all the stuff. That's what it's for. You know, and the nice thing about printables is you always can print another one. If you want to have more of one thing versus another, that's pretty good there. Okay, and then in here, I think we'll just get some ephemera in these pockets. I do like my little dragon here. I don't know where he's gonna go. But you do have options like this. Also, this rose would be a nice option for the cover as well. And I would definitely, you'd layer it with a couple of the other pieces on here, or this actually would make a nice cover too, layered with some other stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of different options in here, just depending on what you want to do. Let's put this guy in here. And then these little tags here too. I did print neutrals on the backs of these guys. So if I, you know, if I ever wanted to stamp anything or something like that, it gives me a lot of options when I'm actually sitting down to make my craft. And like, as you probably have noticed, I do like my options. I like to have a lot of ephemera. I like to have a lot of, you know, things to put down in my little projects. So I'm going to add some quotes into here. There's this here. And we can hide a couple of these tags, I think, away under here. Okay. Also, let's see, what should we use for in here? We could do a little inspiration on these pockets here. And then I also did include some of these blanks here so that you can write your own little words or messages, or stamp little numbers, or whatever you prefer to have in your folio. All right, there goes that. All right, that's perfect. Okay, let's see. I want to go over here too. And I think I'm gonna go, let's see. Even though there's a lot of ephemera, sometimes it's never enough. I'm gonna go with lace on the bottom here. See what else I want to put on here. Like that one looks good. All right, let's look at the cover really quickly. Okay, so this goes in here. If you want to be careful and try not to make it too chunky. I know it's hard, so right. Okay. And then in this pocket, I'm going to go with the journaling card here. It's nice if you can come up with like a variety of different heights of items. So, you know, it makes the pockets look a little bit nicer. I think I'm going to go with, okay, I think I might put my dragon here. And then I'm going to go with beauty on here, but I think I'm going to cut this shorter. this guy. Make that look even. I do like to try to put together kits that have most of the stuff that you'll need, but you can always add a little extra ribbon or some paper clips or some charms. I have this cute little key situation here, which I think is very cute back here on this situation, especially with my whole abandoned castle theme there. Looks good. And I want to put maybe this guy in here too. Yeah, there we go. All right. And it looks like for me, that is my folio. Although, you know what we could do is we could add this here. See, I guess sometimes you're never done, right? Because there's always one more thing you could add. Yeah, I think this guy here. I'm wondering if I have any. I have this bit of lace. It's quite big. I think I might cut it. Oops. I think that does make a little bit of a focal point down there. I'm gonna put a little glue here. Should cover both of these. There we go. I think that makes it look a little bit more finished there. Okay, and let's do one little last look here. So, oops, let's get that down. All right, there we go. So we've got the outside of our folder here. We've got our little ephemera pocket here. Possible journaling here if you would like. And also on the back as well, if you print neutral, or you could print something more decorative on the back of there. All right, and then here is our little folio with our extra little tags here, our little hidden pockets here and here. And then you can add in pretty much whichever ephemera that you like into there. Here, this guy back in here. And it looks like that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and hopefully I will be talking to you again soon. Have a great day.